What's up guys, I'm Big J and welcome to another episode of Big J's Big Bike Adventure. And so today I have a very special episode for you. In today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite bikes, the Honda CB500X. Now, I know a lot of you will have seen the review of Donatello, so you already know what bike I'm going to be taking on my adventure. But today, I just wanted to show you some of the bikes that I went through in order to land on the decision of buying Donatello. Now, the reason why I didn't buy this bike, which the CB500X is an incredible bike, and if you have the budget for it, I highly recommend it. It's a very capable bike and it will take you almost anywhere you want to go, anywhere in Thailand and probably around the world. But the reason why I didn't land on the Honda CB500X is because it's a little bit expensive. The price range for a Honda CB500X is typically between 90 and 190,000 Thai baht, which was a little bit outside of my budget. I wanted to spend somewhere under 70,000 Thai baht, which, believe me, you can get great bikes in Thailand for under 70,000 baht. But let's jump right into the review, and I hope I answer all of your questions. But if not, feel free to leave a comment in the post below and I'll try and get back to you on that. Thanks very much guys, enjoy the video. So the first thing you have to say about this bike is that it has presence. It's a very wide bike. I know it doesn't look like it from the GoPro because it's a very wide angle, but this bike has a lot of presence. You get a lot more respect riding this bike than you do something like a Honda Click or a Yamaha NMAX. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because they're scared they're going to damage your expensive bike, or maybe that's because they're scared you're going to damage their bike or their vehicle with it. I don't know what it is, but they tend to give you a lot more respect on the road, and you tend to feel a lot more in control of the road. The ergonomics on this bike are great. This is the perfect adventure bike because the seat is so comfortable. I could ride this bike for hours, and the ergonomics, as I say, you sit perfectly upright, and you can see everything you need to see out of the mirrors. You can see a little bit of my arms in the mirrors there, but I could see through the mirrors perfectly, which is quite a challenge for me because normally I mostly see my arms. As we're going around this corner right now, you can see that the suspension is a little bit soft, it's a little bit bouncy, right? So if you're not into bouncy suspension, this may not be the bike for you. But for me, I love that. I love to feel that the bike is responsive to the road's needs. And honestly, when you're sitting on it, you really can't feel any of those bounces, you can't feel any of the bumps from the road. The bike really just absorbs these imperfections in the roads really well. But I must say, compared to some of the roads I've driven around the world, Thailand's roads are some of the best roads I've ever had in some places. Like this road here, I forget what the name of this road is. I'll probably put it in the link in the description. But this is one of the best roads I've ever had. It's so scenic. You can see there's a little bit of bumps in the street here due to poor maintenance. But generally, this is a pretty good ride. And this bike really absorbs a lot of these bumps really well. So if you're looking for a comfortable, soft suspension, this is the bike for you. But even if you're not into that, I'm sure you could probably get it modified so that the suspension is a little stiffer for you. But as I say, great seating position. It's a very comfortable seat, even with a lot of luggage on the back. I was carrying quite a lot of luggage on the back, probably about 20 kilos. Or if you have a pillion on the back or something like that, you can really feel this bike is such a comfortable bike and easy to ride. And as you can see as well, I'm handling these corners really well. And I wouldn't consider myself an advanced rider at this point. These corners are, they're not like driving to Pi, But some of these corners, you're probably not getting the best angle from this, but some of these corners are pretty tough corners. I had to, brake quite hard in some of these corners, but this bike is the suspension, the handling, the bearings are great. It just eats up these mountain twisties like it's no problem at all. And I think this bike, honestly, if you have the budget, this is one of the best bikes I've ever ridden in my life. And it's, as I say, it's expensive, but what you get for that money is great. You get ABS. Okay, it's not switchable ABS. You can't turn it off. I did do a little bit of off-roading on this trip. So this trip is on the way up to Chiang Dao, right? So this is in Chiang Dao area right now. But this is, as we're just approaching here now into Chiang Dao, and I did do a little bit of off-roading on this trip, and I'm happy to say that my off-roading abilities increased a little bit because of this trip, although off-road I will not claim any abilities at all at this point. But she handled it very well. The tires were fairly grippy. It wasn't 80/20 or off-road tires or anything. It was just pretty standard road tires, and she handled off-road pretty well. A lot of people give the 500X a bad rap because it's not powerful enough, or it's it's not very good off-road. But for what I needed to do, it's very simple off-road abilities. She handled very well, and I was more than happy with her off-road capabilities. But when it comes to speed as well, a lot of people give this bike a bad rap when it comes to speed. That's not something to worry about. This bike is really powerful. For Asia, and especially for Thailand, but for Asia, a lot of bikes in Asia, you're going to find a 125s, 155s. A lot of people here in Asia, they like automatics. They love to have the freedom of just getting on and start going. You don't have to worry about gears, right? But they love those low power automatic bikes that just go. And so you're going to find that a lot around Thailand, that you're going to be able to overtake pretty much anybody on the highway, because they allow 125s on the highway and 155s. So, but even when it comes to trucks here in Thailand typically don't drive too fast as well. You'll find some people like Songtails, they drive randomly. Sometimes they'll drive fast, sometimes they won't. But even with a lot of luggage on the back, or a pillion, or both, this bike will take you to easily 120, 130 kilometers per hour, right? So I'm on the heavier side. So for me, this bike took me easily over 110 kilometers per hour, and luggage on the back. So, this bike, I've had enough experience with this now. I've ridden it several times to be able to say that it's very strong, it's very capable, and it's powerful too. I think, I don't know where you are in the world, that you're going to need more than 150 kilometers an hour. The stated top speed for this bike is 150 kilometers an hour. I just want to pause for a second just to point out the incredible views of Chiang Dao just over in the left there. This was such a beautiful day to do this ride. I love this ride. This is one of the best rides in my life. It's such a gorgeous way up to that mountain, and I loved every minute of that ride. But this is one of the things that I really love about this bike, is that it can go fast and it can overtake pretty much anyone here in Thailand. But overall, if you have the budget, it's one of the best bikes I've ever ridden, so I highly recommend it to anyone. That about wraps it up for this episode of Big J's Big Bike Adventure. Thanks so much for staying with me to the end of this video. I hope you liked the review. If you did, please smash that like button hit the subscribe button and please share it with your friends, because I want to help as many people see more of this wonderful country, and I hope you do too. Thanks so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which is going to be in Lamphun,